happens when two civilizations, each holding immense wisdom, power, and potential, choose entirely different paths. One heart-centered and deeply connected to nature, the other highly intellectual and driven by technology, both flourishing until their inevitable fall. The story of Atlantis and Lemuria isn't just the ancient myth. It's a reflection of the choices we are facing today. Will we choose harmony and unity, or will we continue to chase the power at the cost of our connection to spirit? Welcome back to Lemuria, the art of remembering, where we explore the lost wisdom of Lemuria, sacred geometry, numerology, and the spiritual lessons that are reawakening in us now. Hi, I'm Cherry. If you're new back to this channel, I'm a spiritual life coach, energy alchemist, numerologist, and high priestess, here to help you remember the ancient knowledge within you, reconnect you with your soul's purpose, and embody the wisdom of past civilizations to shape your future. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss an episode. Like this video, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments. In today's episode, we're diving into Atlantis versus Lemuria, two civilizations, two paths. We'll explore their fundamental differences in beliefs and teachings, the conflict that led to their downfall, and the profound impact that these lost civilizations have had on human consciousness. And most importantly, we'll uncover the lessons that they left behind, lessons we are desperately need to learn today. So take a deep breath, open your heart, and let's journey back to the time before history was even written. So there were two civilizations, two paths, Lemuria and Atlantis. They were like two sides of the same cosmic coin, two powerful advanced civilizations that existed thousands of years ago, possibly in different time periods, all overlapping for a while. They were both masters of energy, consciousness, and the mysteries of the universe, but they held vastly different philosophies on how that power should be used. The path of Lemuria was heart, nature, and unity, deeply spiritual and heart-centered. Lemurians lived in harmony with nature, energy, and the cosmic consciousness. They were a matriarchal society, valued intuition, emotional intelligence, and the divine feminine. They were telepathic, connected to spirit, believed in unity consciousness, seeing all life as interconnected. They worked with Earth's energy grid, used crystals, sound healing, and vibrational alignment rather than external tools. For Lemurians, everything was about balance, flow, and unity. They saw Earth as a living being and worked with her energy rather than trying to control it. The path of Atlantis was mind, technology, and power, highly intellectual and technologically advanced. They mastered science, energy manipulation, and interdimensional travel. They were a patriarchal society, focused on logic, structure, and hierarchical knowledge, external technology over internal mastery. While spirituality evolved, many Atlanteans became obsessed with controlling and harnessing energy rather than flowing with it. Experiments with life force energy pushed the boundaries of genetic manipulation, weaponized energy, and artificial intelligence. Atlantis was a civilization of immense knowledge and innovation, but the pursuit of power eventually outweighed their connection to spirit. So which path resonates with you? Do you feel more drawn to the intuitive, nature-connected ways of Lemuria? Or are you fascinated by the technology, mastery, and structure knowledge of Atlantis? Or maybe you hold memories of both. So why did these civilizations clash? With such different overviews, it was only a matter of time before Lemuria and Atlantis found themselves at odds. Lemurians believed in organic evolution, allowing knowledge to unfold naturally. Atlanteans sought to accelerate evolution, pushing the boundaries of technology and consciousness. Some Atlantean leaders viewed the Lemurians as primitive or refusing to use technology to advance themselves. Experiments with energy manipulation led to conflict over Earth's natural power source. Imagine a time when these two civilizations still coexisted. Lemurians lived among lush, untouched lands, meditating beneath sacred waterfalls, while Atlanteans built grand cities pulsating with crystalline energy. At first, they exchanged knowledge peacefully, but slowly tensions grew. Atlantis wanted to harness the Earth's core energy. Lemuria warned against it. The warnings were ignored and the balance was shattered. The fall of Lemuria and Atlantis. Both civilizations eventually fell, but in very different ways. Lemuria's fall, which was they sank beneath the ocean due to earthquakes, pole shifts, and energy misalignment. Atlantis' fall story tells you of great cataclysms, possibly self-inflicted due to misuse of energy technology. Some say the conflict between these two civilizations contributed to their destruction. But where did these souls go? Some Lemurian souls escaped to inner Earth or ascended to higher dimensions. Many Atlanteans reincarnated into later civilizations like Egypt, Greece, and Sumeria. continuing their technology and spiritual experiments. But how did this affect human consciousness? What happened to humanity after these civilizations disappeared? A great forgetting occurred. Many ancient spiritual teachings were lost or distorted. We entered a lower vibrational phase, the rise of hierarchical power structures, war and materialism. Some of us are here now to reclaim that lost wisdom. Those drawn to energy healing, spiritual awakening, and ancient civilizations may be reincarnated, Lemurians or Atlanteans. Are you here to rebalance this energy? If you feel deeply called to heal, awaken, and help humanity evolve, you are likely carrying the codes of these ancient civilizations. If we don't integrate the lessons from Lemuria and Atlantis, we're not just doomed to repeat them, we already are. The same karmic loops are circling back, just dressed in new clothes. AI instead of crystal tech, dopamine addiction over divine connection, patriarchal masked as productivity. But if you're here, if you're listening to this, you're part of the soul crew that's meant to interrupt this spiral. So let's break this down. What did these ancient civilizations try to teach us before everything went to hell? Firstly, technology isn't the enemy, but disconnection is. Atlantis wasn't wrong for being brilliant. Their tech was powerful, some of it even benevolent, but they lost their way. They stopped using it for healing, for unity, for collective growth. And once that happened, everything they built became a house of cards. Technology without heart is just another trap. We need conscious technology, tools that enhance our soul connection, not sedate it. Secondly, the divine feminine. It's not soft. She is sacred and she is rising. Lemuria flowed with the divine feminine, not as a gender, but as a frequency, intuition and sensitivity, surrender. But don't get it twisted. That energy is fierce. It's a kind of power that doesn't need to dominate because it knows. We're asked to stop performing power and start embodying it. That means trusting your inner voice more than your outside noise, leading with grace instead of grind. Third, wisdom doesn't come from knowledge. It comes from embodiment. Atlantis had all the information, but they lacked embodied wisdom. Lemuria moved from inner truth, and that made them powerful in ways that couldn't be measured, only felt. You don't need to learn more. You need to remember. Remember how to feel your truth in your body. Remember that you are already the temple, the priest and priestess, the sacred codes. Fourth, Earth is not our resource. She is our ally. Atlantis tried to dominate the Earth's energy grid, while Lemurians danced with it. Guess who's still whispering to us in our dream time? She is. If your spirituality doesn't include the land you walk on, you're missing half the magic. Reconnect with Earth, with nature, with your body. It's all the same thing. Fifth, we are the integration point. We carry both codes. Let's be real, most of us are hybrid souls. We remember Lemurian softness and Atlantis power. The mission isn't to pick one over the other. It's to integrate the heart of the Lemuria with the vision of Atlantis. That's the frequency of the new Earth. Stop shaming your masculinity or neglecting your femininity. Bring both to the altar. Marry your logic with your intuition. Let them make love inside your soul. We are standing at the same precipice our ancestors did. Will we build another Tower of Babel and fall from grace? Or will we rise hand in heart, reclaiming our divine technology, our inner frequency, and use it to build something beautiful, sustainable, and sacred? Your soul didn't reincarnate here to play small. You came to course correct an entire timeline, and that begins with you, healing your own disconnection, reclaiming your sovereignty, awakening your ancient memories, and walking your path like the embodied priest and priestess you already are. So ask yourself, are you still chasing Atlantean power, or are you anchoring Lemurian wisdom? Are you using your mind to lead or your soul to guide? And most importantly, are you ready to choose differently this time? Because the earth is watching, the stars are waiting, and your soul is remembering. Atlantis and Lemuria were never about history. They are blueprints for the choices we are making now. The question is, which path will you walk? If you want to go deeper into this, you can download my free Lemurian activation guide. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next episode on the importance of frequency and vibration in Lemurian teachings. Comment below, do you feel the strong connection to Lemuria or Atlantis? Or both? I'd love to hear your story and what you remember. Until next time, trust your knowledge, embrace your wisdom, and remember, You are the bridge between the past and the future. Until next time.